Hold on. Hold on. What's today? What's today? Oh, that's right. It's a baddie's birthday. You're welcome. You're welcome. No. Don't even mention it. I love all my supporters. You're welcome. Anywho, let me turn on this D&D. I don't know who. It's my day. Y'all should not be calling me. Well, I understand why. Sometimes I forget who I am. But anyways, we're gonna do a quick little beat. You know, today is my actual birthday, but I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm gonna go walk around, get my free gifts from these places. You know, these places that just love giving me free gifts because I am who I am. You know, Sephora, Ulta. I know what you're saying. Oh, they give those gifts. No, they don't. No, they don't. Anyways, they give those gifts to everybody. Stop ruining my fun. Anyways, yeah, I'm trying not to do anything crazy because I really love the way my skin is looking right now. And just because it's my birthday doesn't mean that I have to go like full glam. Not until it's time to go full glam. Come on, I'm a Leo. But yeah, I really want my skin to shine through. Oh, I forgot to put on my sunscreen. But yeah, just wanted to go and enjoy the city. I'm grateful that I live in such a city where I can just pick up, go take a train, and literally, if I have the right shoes on, walk and go to every place imaginable, right? Let me put on this sunscreen. The weather will not catch me today. It's like 90 something degrees outside. I know the sun and I are like this, right? I be ruling it because I'm a Leo. But calmate, please. Like, she really been showing out recently. But how could she not? Yeah, anywho. Yeah, wow, 27. Insane. I'm not even saying that like it's old. But the past couple of years, especially from the pandemic, these past 5 years, oh, touch your eyebrows. I wouldn't even realize that it's been 5 years already. I don't even know how to feel about that, really. I don't know how to feel about it. But life do be lifing, and I'm gonna have to keep striving for success. Who am I? Anyways, my little goblet full of rum, because I'm a true Caribbean person. I gotta get my nails done. But yeah, cheers. This is just I'll say like a shot and a half, but I'm gonna sip it while I'm doing my makeup. Cheers. This is some rum that my parents, whenever they go to Turks and Caicos, they bring back, and that's besides there's another rum, but that's one of my favorite rums that I drink. But yeah, let's get started. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? Once again, I really make these videos for myself. This is the Danessa Myricks blurring balm because it's gonna be hot as hell. So I usually put it in my T-zone. My nose gets very oily, and so does my forehead. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be putting this on before or after the sunscreen, but it's been working so far. But yeah, 27, what a milestone. I'm such a dark person. I was gonna say the 27 Club, but I've never had intentions of, you know, joining that club voluntarily or involuntarily. Anyways, so, but I think it's such a blessing with what I've been going through recently, in all aspects. If you know, you know. Relationship wise, as well as family, and how, you know, I see my grandparents in particular getting older. I've been spending more time with my grandparents recently. My parents are getting older. My mom is about to be 50 next year. My dad, I think he's turning 53 this year. So it's really time? Man, oh man, what the hell is time? What the hell is time? Time is a construct. It's not real. It's not real. I refuse to believe it's real. Because where did the time go? I'm going to keep spazzing out, and I hope that y'all understand that. Otherwise, you can click out. But yeah, where did the time go? Where did the time go? But I'm so grateful now. This birthday has been a very eye-opening birthday. I think it's a half wig. Don't clock me, please. But I think it comes a certain age where, you know, you still want to celebrate yourself, but you look around you and you treasure what you have around you spiritually. In particular, I've been looking around at my family, and I think to myself, people who have all the money in the world, right? And it takes a while to get to that point in your life where you do have a lot of money and you finally met your financial goals. But after you get to that point, you know, there's only a couple of people that are blessed enough to say that they not only have their own great health, right? Their health is wonderful, but their parents, their loved ones, their grandparents. I have all 4 of my grandparents still alive. That's such, like, I'm beyond blessed. Nonetheless, my parents are in great health, great shape. I'm in great health, great shape, great spirits. I'm not where I want to be in life right now, but I'm only 27. I'm only 27. And I wish that I would have had this outlook to realize that I'm only this age or only that age. Nonetheless, even if I were, how old? 40, 50, that's still very young. My mom looks like like she's in her late 20s, like we're sisters, right? Late 20s, early 30s at the most. But I say that because I, like so many other young people, if we feel like we're in a rush, not necessarily to get older, but to reach our goals, not realizing things that are supposed to stick, goals that are supposed to stick, you're not going to attain them in such a short amount of time. And nonetheless, if you do, once again, they're not going to stick because you haven't gone through what you need to go through. I'm a goddess. I must feed myself grapes. But you haven't gone through enough of what you need to go through to allow your lessons to stick with you. The lessons that I'm going through now, I've gone through them before. I won't lie. I've gone through these lessons before. Plethora of times. But now that I realize is because you also have to take accountability. I'm a part of the reason why these have been reoccurring. And I'm ready to change it because I'm sick and tired of going through the same thing over and over. I'm done. Like, I'm done. I'm really, really done at this point. So this video is for older you, Diana. I'm going to give you some proverbs that I would hope you stick by and you do not sway from. You know you're that girl. You know you're that girl. First and foremost, I vow to myself, because I have been slacking on my baddie aesthetic. I have been slacking. I vow to myself to allow myself, and you know, things are baby steps. You take baby steps, but to gradually allow myself, trying to stabilize my phone, to gradually allow myself to get back into what I'm accustomed to with my arts. I haven't pole danced in a while. Thankfully, I did when I had the time, because my wrist was not fully healed from carpal tunnel. to get back into the arts, right? To fully indulge and invest in the other arts that I want to explore. I really want to explore cinematography, videography, right? But to allow myself to know when I'm done giving. And I think that I've learned a lot from my past mistakes, past experiences, even mistakes that people have made, right? That's the best way to learn, but we're all human. I think that I've learned from those experiences that time is finite. And if you allow yourself to go through these experiences time and time again, and you don't learn anything from it, you're bound to repeat them, of course. But you're bound to be more upset with yourself for repeating them. Because people can say you have other people to blame, other people were, the cause, right? But I have autonomy. I have control. And I need to remember that, especially in these times. Yeah, and I think, like any other person, Diana, you need to learn to trust your gut. You need to learn to not be upset with the world because you have allowed certain things to take place. And that in itself is a very, very hard pill to swallow. Just the other day, yesterday, I went out to go get some groceries to make some burritos, right? We were just having a little family day where we just made some burritos together. I was driving in the parking lot, and it's such a small instance, but I was driving throughout the parking lot trying to find a parking. It was very packed. It was a Sunday. But as I tried to turn, it was a very packed area. There's a lot of traffic within the parking, within the shopping mall, or shopping center. A cab car was trying to turn into the same area. You know how when you're driving through the parking spots, the space where there are two cars going in the opposite directions is very small, so narrow that they can barely get through there. So I was trying to do that, and I'm very stubborn. I am so stubborn. I was trying to make enough space, but I realized that the other person wasn't trying to make enough space, so I just sat there. And instead of me being able to go about my business and just hurry up and go get the couple of things that I needed, I sat there for 5 minutes. For 5 whole minutes. And I acted unbothered, knowing damn well I was. But I'm so freaking stubborn. I was like, okay, well, this guy doesn't want to move. I'm not going to move. People are looking at me. People are passing by. And I'm like, Diana, are we not evolving? Are we or are we not evolving? And pride is one hell of a thing. Coming from a Leo, pride is one hell of a thing. Because, it's different from, knowing you're right versus proving you're right. And that's something that I don't even know how to really explain that. I'm trying to learn how to deal with that emotion. Because sometimes I feel like people just deliberately play with me. I be minding my business. People really just deliberately play with me. I enjoy being alone. So why are you playing with me? Why are you coming into my space uninvited? And even worse, when you're invited and not cherishing it. But it's because I don't cherish myself. Hard pill to swallow. Let's take another sip, shall we? Yeah. Hard pill to swallow. But it's small moments and instances like that, like those, right? Those scenarios that make you realize I have to do better. It won't even really be the bigger, of course, it'd be the huge scenarios, and then it's the small scenarios like that made me really reflect and say, I need to do better. I need to do better. I need to do better. I'm not going to be that person that blames everybody else for my shortcomings. I'll be damned. And of course, yes, I can attribute some things that happen to the wrongdoings of other people or people wronging me. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have to be the one to live with that. And it is what it is. I'm going to have to be the one to get up every day with that hate in my heart. And where am I going to place that? Because I've already done, I'm not even getting into that, but I've already seen how it feels to displace that anger and damn near end up in real serious trouble. As sweet as I am, when that anger is mismanaged, Jesus Christ. I have there have only been 2 instances where I've seen myself get to that point, and I never, ever, 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 ever want to allow somebody else in particular to allow me to get me to that point. Because there's no coming back from that. There's no place where I will allow my heart to be softened again, because I feel like I've been played with, but I've mismanaged my own emotions. I've mismanaged my boundaries. And it's there's a lot of growth that has to come from that. And I have learned a lot about myself this past month. Yeah, so, I just say that, and yeah, so my first rule was the baddie aesthetic. I vowed to myself to at least spend an hour in the mirror every day. Yeah, and that's the Leo in me, but it's allowed me to go back to my roots, not to give up on how I feel about myself. I think that's a very part of my self-esteem, me personally. I enjoy getting dolled up. I don't do it necessarily for other people. This, I'm not even doing too much. Me doing this is therapeutic to me. It's me allowing myself to affirm that I am worth the time and the effort to put into my appearance to allow myself and my personal esteem, my self-esteem to thrive, right? And if you don't understand it, it's just, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But this is something that I have started doing for myself. The self-expression, the validation, and the reminders, the self-affirmations that I am that girl. I am that girl. I'm 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 that girl. Come on. The prototype. Yeah. I am. And it's time I stop being humble about it. But, you also have to walk in it and live by it. And I don't think that I have been living by it recently. So, that's it. I'm at 20 minutes already. Let me pause this. I'm gonna chime back in when I'm done with my entire face. And then you can see the outcome.